Hi, I'm Jake Thompson, lead puppeteer and director here on NL Now. A couple of weeks ago, Crewe passed away at the age of 80 years old, and regular NL Now viewers will recognize Corey from his 3 appearances on our show. Anytime we had Corey here in the studio with us, it was an extremely entertaining episode to work on, thanks to Corey's humorous songs and huge personality. Now, since Corey passed away a couple of weeks ago, I've been combing through his appearances on our show for the highlights to be able to show to you here today. So I hope that you enjoy our NL Now tribute to Crewe. Hey there folks, and welcome back to another edition of NL Now here on NTV. I am your host, as always, Mr. Clyde Washington, and I am so thankful to you, the viewers at home, for tuning in. Now, as you may have heard already, today on our show, we are paying tribute to the one and only Crewe of Corey and Trina. For many years, Corey and his wife entertained audiences with their hilarious skits and songs. They toured all over Newfoundland and Labrador and beyond. And even after Trina's passing in 2007, Corey carried on the legacy by continuing to perform right up until his own death about a month ago. Corey's uploaded thousands of videos to YouTube and Facebook over the years of himself performing both Corey and Trina classics as well as other cover tunes. Corey was a multi-instrumentalist and could often be seen performing in a wig or some sort of costuming and props that fit with the lyrics of the song he was doing. Today on our program, we will be looking back at Corey's NL Now interviews and musical performances. We'll be sharing our favorite Corey memories, songs, and for our first segment, my dad Raymond returns with Raymond's record reviews to bring you everything that you need to know about the 3 vinyl album releases of Corey and Trina. Well, hello friends, and welcome to the second installment of Raymond's Record Reviews here on NL Now. And before I get started here today, I just want to say thank you to all of my fans who wrote Clyde messages saying, well, gee, I'd just love to see that Raymond guy back on my TV screen. Well, here I am. So thank you for that. Now today our show is of course all about Mr. Crewe, so what better time than now to talk about Corey and Trina's records. The musical comedy duo released their first album way back in 1975. That's 50 years ago this year. The album was called Songs of Newfoundland, Corey and Trina's Variety Show, and it featured a great variety of tunes in which Corey and Trina were backed by the Country Do-Cats. Let's take a look at the cover of that album here now while I talk about it. The record included some traditional Newfoundland-style music as well as classic country covers of songs by artists like Hank Williams, and one of my favorites on the album is Trina's cover of Chris Christopherson's Help Me Make It Through the Night. Now, the physical copy that I have here in my collection was actually gifted to the NL Now studio by Corey himself during his final appearance on our show just last season. And this album also includes the great hit on the cover of the Newfoundland Herald. I'm sure you've heard that one before. It's a real fun one. Now, Corey and Trina's second release was titled Songs for Laughing and Dancing. This one came out in 1978. It featured more country covers, but also 2 of their biggest hits, The Wolf is at the Door and The Northern Lights of Labrador, which is still a staple today on Newfoundland and Labrador radio shows like Oz FM's Jigs and Reels. And I'll show you the cover of this one here. It was actually signed by Corey to NL Now's own Lou. So what a great keepsake for us to have here. Very fun. Now, Corey and Trina's third and final full vinyl release came out in 1980. The cover features a photo of Corey and Trina along with their daughter, Corina. Now, some of the songs you'd hear on this release are an Elvis medley and the traditional tune, She's Never Been There Before, as well as an original titled The Peckford Oil Song. So there you have it, folks. Those are the 3 vinyl releases of Corey and Trina. That's it for today's installment of Raymond's Record Reviews. And for now, I'm going to throw things back over to Clyde. All right, thank you very much, Dad, for another very informative segment. We will be right back after this short break now with some more NL Now in tribute to Corey Crewe. Stay with us. Welcome back, folks, to the NL Now tribute to Corey Crewe. I'm now pleased to have joining me here the former host of NL Now, Mr. Gary Weaselton. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, Clyde. It's great to be here to chat about Corey with you. Yes, that's right. Now, Gary, why don't you tell us about your first time meeting Corey Crewe? Well, my first time meeting Corey, it was about 6 or 7 years ago now, I believe. It was before we were even broadcasting on NTV, and someone had suggested his name as a person that they wanted to see on our show. They wanted to see me interview, so our team reached out to him, and sure enough, he was very interested in coming on, so we set a date, and when he first came into the studio, he was very well prepared. He had come with an original poem written to recite about our show, and he brought all kinds of posters and different instruments and things from his collection. So it ended up being one of my favorite interviews I completed during my time hosting NL Now. I'm very glad that I had the chance to interview him as well. He was actually my first interview guest on the season premiere of my first full season hosting NL Now. Gary, I'm wondering if you have a favorite Corey Crewe song. A favorite Corey Crewe song? Well, let me just think here for a moment. There's so many, of course, as Raymond was listing through them. I was actually thinking about it earlier on in this show. I think my favorite is actually their parody of the Dr. Hook song, where they changed the words to the cover of the Newfoundland Herald. That one was pretty funny, and I remember listening to it quite a lot when I was featured on the cover of the Herald. So I think that one there is my favorite, Clyde. Well, thank you, Gary, so much for sharing these memories with us here today. And I think we are ready now to roll some clips from Corey's interviews here on NL Now.
Well, hello, Clyde. Well, I guess I should call you Mr. Washington.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I like your hair too. Really nice hair, huh? Yeah, I haven't got the same, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to start off by reciting a poem that I wrote a long time ago, and I changed a few words to match you. And it goes like this. Good evening, ladies and you men, and welcome to the show. We hope that you enjoy yourselves, have fun, and let her go. Woohoo!
Of course, I sing just about every week. I sing on YouTube. I'll do a song and do a song on Facebook. But it's really nice to be here on NL Now.
Yes.
Back in 1973, the Newfoundland Herald didn't have a front cover. They had an insert. And so Corey and Trina was on the insert of the Newfoundland Herald in 1973.
Brought along a gift for you because in memory of 50 years, I'm going to donate to Clyde. I'm going to donate our first album in 1973. And here we are. It's Corey and Trina #1.
That's amazing.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Be a Corey and Trina poster The artwork was done by Irene Murphy's store, George Murphy. George was an artist. Lou.
There you go.
L-O-U.
Get to know me. So I'll ask you 5 questions, and you'll come back with the first thing that pops into your head.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
All right, start with your favorite food.
My favorite food is fish, and I don't care if it's cod tongues or cod fillets or what it is, capelin, squid. I love fish.
Yes. Your favorite color.
My favorite color, they say I look best in red.
Your favorite thing about living in Newfoundland and Labrador.
It's always the people. Some people love the scenery, and I do too, but it's the people.
Your favorite thing to do in your spare time.
Always music, always music. I'll either play the violin a little bit, and then the accordion a little bit, and then I'll play the mandolin a little bit, and then I'll play the piano a little bit, and then a little bit more. Yeah.
And your favorite thing about being a musician.
Whenever I sing, I'm always thinking that I'm communicating with the audience or with the person who's listening. So, and I like happy songs mostly. I do sing sometimes a cheating song, but I like ballads and I like happy songs. So I like to make people as happy as possible.
The memory that I always enjoyed the most was arriving. Like we drove in a motorhome, and the motorhome would pull up, and everybody would say, "Oh, there's Corey and Trina," and they would come out around the motorhome. Especially kids would come out to see Corina, and wherever Corina went with us, the kids would look forward to her coming back and play with her for the couple of days we're in the communities.
So many great moments. All right, folks, it's time for another break, but do stay with us. Coming up next, we will have some highlights of Corey's musical performances on the show. Welcome back, folks, to NL Now here on NTV. I'm Mr. Lawrence Moody, and Clyde asked me to introduce the next portion of our tribute to Corey Crewe here today. And the reason he asked me to introduce this segment is because, of course, some of you will know I'm the resident musician and guitar player here on NL Now, so I wanted to introduce the musical portion of today's show. What you're about to see is a compilation of clips from Corey's musical performances on NL Now. I hope you enjoy.
When I first started dating, I was always dressed so neat. I figured every girl in town I could sweep off her feet. On me first day I felt so proud, and I smelled so sweet. And when I moved to kiss her, she said, "Go brush your teeth." 'Twas not long after dating, in marriage we did leap. And on our wedding night, I had a little peep. I wrapped me arms around her waist, excited in the heat. And when I pulled the sheets back, she said, "Go brush your teeth." I played a game of checkers with me wife, and she got beat. And when she started fighting, I slapped her on the seat. When we made up, I wiped me lips to press against her cheek. The fight soon started over when she said, "Go brush your teeth."
So we let 'em in, and here we are, is the wolf who answers the door. Took right over, even took our bed, and we're sleeping on the floor. So if he phones the house and a voice says, "Woof," don't think it's all that bad. The wolf now lives where we used to live, and we're back living with Dad. It's a good life I'm living out here in the country. Goodbye to the city, so long to the town. There's sheep in the meadow and logs at the mill. There's a brook in the valley and a house on a hill.
where the sweet breezes blow and the sun's pouring down. Birch trees and maples, a horse and a barn, a church in the greenwood to serve the Lord's will. There's a brook in the valley and a house on the hill. There we go, Gary.
Okay. Those northern lights, they shine so bright, the skies of Labrador.
Do it one more time now.
Those northern lights, they shine so bright in skies of Labrador. Woo-hoo!
All right, folks, I hope you enjoyed that clip package there from all of Corey Crewe's musical performances here on NL Now. And I'd like to thank our friend, Mr. Lawrence Moody, for introducing that one for us. Now, folks, if you'd like to check out more extended versions of Corey Crewe's appearances on NL Now, you can head to our YouTube channel. Just search NL Now Productions, and that's where you'll find all of Corey's complete appearances on our show, of course, along with all of the other wonderful guests we've featured on our show over the years. And we're going to see another one of them coming up just after our final commercial break here. Darina Harvey is going to be performing The Northern Lights of Labrador, of course, a Corey and Trina classic. So please stay tuned for that right after the break here on NL Now, a tribute to Corey Crewe on NTV. We've come to the end of today's episode of NL Now, so I'd like to thank you all so very much for tuning in for our tribute to Corey Crewe. Now, we'll be back soon here on NTV. We've got 2 more episodes left to our 5th season, so check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/NLNow, for all the details on what guests are coming up and when. Here now to close out our show is Darina Harvey with The Northern Lights of Labrador.
I've traveled far neath the northern stars since the day that I was born. From the Caribbean to New Orleans, I've been inclined to roam. And the beauty I've seen in the places I so bright